Yes, people, welcome back to the channel, Princeton Talks. Also, home of a new Arsenal podcast coming real soon, Cannon on the Calf. Yep. Gonna get the Arsenal people them in here talking their shit. Oh, right, I don't even know. Hey, listen, we ain't making no money from this thing yet, so we can do what we like, man. We can swear in it. But yeah, man, it's gonna be home of a new Arsenal podcast called Cannon on the Calf. Any Arsenal fans that want to get on there and just talk your thing, you might disagree with me. I'm an Odegaard fan. I'll always back Odegaard to be the captain, one of the best players of this team. You might disagree with that. Come on there. I don't rate Gyokeres. I think Gyokeres was a bad signing, poor usage of funds, and I doubt he will come good for us. If you disagree with me, let's talk it out, man. Cannon on the Calf, man. Yeah, you'll realize why that's the name later on down the line, innit? But also we're gonna be hosting another football show, 4DS for the streets. That's been in the makings for a while. There's even an Instagram account. If you follow Princeton Talks, I've got the 4DS account link in my description. Well, not in my description, on my bio on Instagram, and I'll try to put everything in the descriptions here. But yeah, man, we're just trying to work, man. What we do is talk football all day, so might as well bring it to the internet, innit? Today, it's what happened, man. What happened? Chelsea 2, Arsenal 3. Now, I've had a night to sleep on the result, and I pretty much feel the same as I did yesterday. A bit disappointed that we gave away a 2-goal lead, but all in all, I just didn't want to lose that game. I just thought as long as we can go back to the Emirates without losing, we should be calm. We should be like we should like at the Emirates. We've got an impeccable record at the Emirates this season, and record against Chelsea in general is quite good. I don't think they've beat us for a good at home as well. Jeez, I can't tell you the last time that happened. I think the last time I experienced a Chelsea loss with Lukaku was bodying Pablo Mari. That's a long time ago, fam. My kids are all almost getting secondary school. Another one's all been born. That's a while ago. So my initial thoughts were, yeah, man. As long as we don't lose this game, we should be going through to the final. A win, perfect. So before the match, if you told me 1-0, I would have taken it. Obviously, the lineups have come out, and I've seen the Chelsea team, and it's like, woof, it's looking a bit scarce over there, man. The quality is looking scarce. Big hitters missing. Reece James, Cole Palmer, Casado. I'm sure there might have been one or two more. Delap, if he's the starting striker, so that's at least 3 or 4 starters missing. And I looked at Arsenal's lineup, and everybody there, everybody apart from, let's say, I don't know, Caliafuri. Apart from him, everyone's there. And I wasn't seeing Skelly at left back, because that was one of my fears. I remember that game at Stamford Bridge earlier. Esteval and Skelly, it wasn't a pretty sight. So I'm seeing Timber at left back, my one-on-one. The guy, I'm assured with this guy. It doesn't matter who you bring. I'm comfortable seeing him there. Ben White right back, yeah, no problems, no issues. Saliba's fit, great. Obviously Kepa starts in goal. It's not a big deal, but it does make minuscule just tiny differences in terms of how the team's gonna play out if they pass back to the keeper in certain situations. And Raya's biggest strength, in my opinion, which is claiming. Raya, when we're under some immense pressure, when them balls come in, safe hands. The claiming. Raya's a claimer. Hey, listen, see, gal, yeah. You want your man to be like Raya, fam. You want a man that's just gonna claim. That's what Raya is. Raya's every girl's dream. He's claiming it. Yeah, it's mine. Yeah, man. So no Raya there. Obviously, there was some little things I thought would be different, but not enough to hinder the result of this game. We should. So now, after seeing the lineup, And also attacking wise, midfield, the starting midfield three. Let's have it right now. That is the starting midfield. Zubimendi, Rice, Odegaard, and up top, Saka on the left, Trossard on the right. Not mad at that. Arguably our best attackers. Victor Gyokeres up top. Mad about that? A little bit, but at the same time, if you watched my preview in the scope, I spoke about Gyokeres having to start these games because these other strikers just aren't fit, man. They're just not fit. But I did think it was a game Marino could have started, just because he's got a good record against Chelsea, and Gyokeres isn't in the best form. But what do I know, innit? I'm not the manager. The manager, I respect Arteta because he's trying his hardest to make sure this boy has to play himself into form. I remember like in the beginning of the season, they was asking him about Gyokeres, like his form and what if this and that. And he said, listen, with me, I just want to know what my striker's going to be like if he's not bagging. Is he going to go into a downward spiral of depression, or is he still going to work hard? Is he still going to have a positive mindset? Is he still going to make the runs? Is he still going to put in a shift for the team? And for the most part, I big him up because Gyokeres, as much as I don't rate him technically, he's working as hard as he can work. Physically. I think mentally, if he pushed himself more, he could do a little bit more in terms of his movement and positioning and whatever. But physically, with his attributes and everything he has to offer, I think he's actually doing the most. He's working hard. He's working hard, man. So with that lineup anyway, I was quite confident that, yeah, you know what? Forget not losing. You got to win this, bruv. We got to get payback from that Stamford Bridge occasion, like when we went there thinking, all right, cool, let's play Chelsea. And these man just come out on some, like, moving like we did something to them. Like, bare aggression. All right, cool. So this game, when I saw the lineup, I was like, you know what? I'm with it, man. Yeah, man. Let's put our best foot forward. Let's dead this tie furthermore. And that's what it felt like. First half, it felt like we had a bit of control in the beginning. Sorry, what am I talking about? We scored straight away, bro. We scored straight away. And obviously that forced Chelsea to have to come on to us. It's a cup game. You're at home. You're not just going to... You have to do something. And they do have players. Neto and Esteval was providing the fullbacks as well, providing very good width for them, and I think they was getting joy from that. But I didn't really feel like there was any end product from their width. I mean, Esteval was probing a lot. He did a lot of ball carrying, a lot of dribbling. But for all these dribbling and ball carrying, I feel like he only got like one shot through and like one cross through as well. But saying that, he did do enough to destabilise the defence and cause certain situations, and I'm pretty sure he's the reason they got the corner that led to the first goal they got. So I'll give them that. But yeah, in the beginning, it felt like we was a bit more dominant. They came onto us after we scored. But the first half felt more... I wouldn't say they was way better than us. But I'd say it was like a 60-40. I'd give it Chelsea 60-40 in terms of... we kind of... Not that we laid back a bit, but we got our goal. So we weren't too pressing, like we wasn't pushing the issue too much. We was kind of letting them come onto us and then try to hit them on the break. Saka one or two times had a chance to play through Gyokeres, I can't lie. And the final pass was poor. Obviously, I know people want to get into that whole Gyokeres pushing Saka during the celebration and that. And I hear it, man. Some of the balls in, man. They've been poor, man. I'm pretty sure like there's times Saka definitely could have got an assist for Gyokeres. But saying that, these are things we've got to look into, because why wouldn't Saka pass the ball? Saka don't like to have an assist. Saka doesn't like assists. Come on, think, bruv. Of course he likes assists. So anyway, we'll see, innit? Is Saka gonna adapt to Gyokeres? Is Gyokeres gonna adapt to Saka? Maybe. Oh, Saka's got it. Let me go back. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that one, innit? But yeah, man. Second half kicks off. Did we get the second goal in the second half? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Ben White, yeah, that relationship with Saka and Ben White, man. I can't state how much I love it because, especially with this Gyokeres situation, because with it, you kind of get the best of both worlds. You get Saka, who can go down the line or check in on his left, do the back post cross, or the shot, or lay it off to Odegaard for 1-2 or whatever like that. And you also get the overlap from Ben White consistently. And what he's gonna do is get that ball in first time. He doesn't need to check back onto his left foot, or even Timber doesn't really do that. Timber, he kind of goes more into the half space rather than the overlapping on the flanks. You know what I mean? But Ben White overlapping on the flanks first time, alas, Gyokeres gets a goal. But I don't. So yeah, the pushing Saka thing. Come on, man. Because if you look at the goal, that whole goal all comes from Saka's hard work down that flank. And yeah, maybe he could have squared it first time, but you know, everything's happening. Like, he was on his weaker foot. Maybe he's thinking I can get a better. I don't know, innit? But it worked out. He still gave Ben White the ball that got the assist, innit? So let's see what happens with that relationship there. I've had a theory of Saka maybe playing on the left in certain games just so that he can do more first time crosses, you know. But we'll see what happens with that one. Anyway, we go 2-0 up. Yeah, everyone feeling confident, feeling like, yeah, this tie is done. These men are done. Coming to the Emirates. And the thing is, yeah, another thing with Arsenal, when we go 2 goals up, if we score 2, I get much more confident because I know it is for that team to score 2 or even 3 to beat us now, to get a third goal is highly unlikely. Rather, it's been years now since we conceded 3 goals in a game. So when we score 2 goals, or let alone 3 goals, I'm kind of confident that yeah, we're probably gonna win this. We're gonna win. 2 goals, I'm like, yeah, the other team is definitely not winning. They're not winning. So yeah, we go 2-1 up. Good work from Saka. I think it was a quick throw in, straight down the line. Has to shrug off Cucurella. Look, that Cucurella Saka battle. We need to stop calling it a battle, bruv. It's just assists versus fouls. Yes, Saka didn't get the assist today. He got the pre-assist, whatever. But bro, it's literally assist versus foul. It's just I don't get it. When people say he's locked him up, he's got him in his pocket, he just tries to rough him up. But 9 times out of 10, I think, all right, yesterday and maybe one other game, but every other game, Saka leaves with an assist against Cucurella. So, and I'm sure Cucurella even, he got hooked. Did he get hooked? I think he got hooked, didn't it? Early yellow card as usual. Anyway, yeah, man. Saka does his hard work on the flank. Ben White squares it across the box. I don't know what their defenders and keeper are doing. Gyokeres, it falls to Gyokeres. He scores it. He's not even he's just like, bro, it's about time. And I hear it. I rate that. If you ran off gas like, yeah, I'd be like, relax, bro. So I like that he's got some self-awareness. And then now, we get our foot on the ball a bit. We make some subs. A sub that I was crying for. I was crying for Marino to come on because I felt like there was a point where we just lost control of the game. We needed more controllers on the pitch, so I wanted Marino to come on, and he came on and actually did exactly what I wanted. Some good passages of play, even one that led to the third goal. Third goal again. Good work, Saka again. Good work, Marino. And Gyokeres, that flick, that flick he does, the one where he looks like, oh my, he's gonna explode or something, like he's just gonna cripple over. Yeah, yeah, it worked. It worked this time, man. It worked, fam. And left with an assist. Zubimendi, great composure. That's definitely been our signing of the season for sure. Good composure, weak foot, buries it, 3-1. You're thinking, it's like, bro, you're thinking. Sorry, I didn't even mention the Chelsea goal. I mentioned it briefly. Esteval's good work to get the corner, and it falls to their substitute Garnacho, who gets a goal. And am I even remembering that right, brother? I don't even care. I don't even care how they scored. I just remember it looks like some bullshit, man. It falls to Garnacho. He scores. Keeper should have done better. Whatever. But yeah, then it went to 3-1. That's when Zubimendi did his thing. So now at 3-1, I'm like, two goal cushion again. Like I said before, we get 3 goals, we're winning. We're winning. These man ain't, it's done. These man ain't coming back in. We're winning, yeah? Boom. They start turning it up, man. They start turning it up. And I'm just like, damn, man, this is why, as much as people say, oh, they was missing these people, these players, I don't care who Arsenal's missing. If we're at home, there's no way I'm accepting one of our rivals to just come and walk over. No. And that hasn't happened. Even in recent seasons, we played Liverpool last season, we ended up with a makeshift back four, bruv. Yeah? Bruv, still, no. There's no way you're leaving with a W here. Yeah? Those are longer the days of that. Longer the days, man. Even in our worst errors, you still feel like, no, this is the home game. Like, at least, even if they're the best team in the league, get a point. At least, man. So, that's why I was like, yeah, even though they're missing these players, you can't really doubt them because they're at home, bruv. They are at home. I don't know why people downplay the home disadvantage so much, bruv. Have you ever had 50,000 people screaming for you to fail? Yo, not easy, you know. But, yeah, man, so they turned up, man. They really forced the issue a bit because man like Liam, bro. Yeah, I guess he's subs, isn't it? He made some subs. They're calling it Garnetto. The Garnacho Neto link up when he scored. They're calling it Garnetto, isn't it? And yeah, they get a second goal late in the game. Again, Arsenal conceding late goals. It feels like, cool, it was bound to happen because I think there was a stat in the game. Chelsea and Arsenal are the 2 leading teams in the whole of Europe for scoring goals in the second half. So you knew that more goals was going to come, but it's just disappointing. Like, just keep it tight, man. You've got the full defence there. The back four pretty much is there, apart from Raya and that. And yeah, man, we couldn't keep them out, man. We let the pressure mount onto us, and they got one back. Personally, I feel like the tie, I don't want to say it's done, but I feel like it's a tall order for Chelsea. Because now you got to come to Emirates and outscore us just to make it level. Obviously, it's in 3 weeks' time. A lot can happen in 3 weeks. I don't know who's going to be available, who's not going to be available, who's going to buy who. Chelsea might decide to go buy. I haven't got a clue. Fucking, you just see Osimhen now at Chelsea. You don't know what can happen. But at this point, I'm confident. I feel like we should go through. We got 1 foot in the final. So, yeah, man. Emirates Stadium in 3 weeks' time. That should be a formality. I'm not gonna lie, it should be a formality. Hopefully, it's a game that we can end early as well, just so we can start resting players, man. These games are coming too thick and fast. What did I want to touch on? Just in terms of, like, I'm seeing a couple Chelsea fans try, like, take positives, innit, from this win. Like, remember, like, so I said from this win. Remember when we played Man United at the beginning of the season, yeah? And they were like, yeah, we lost, but we were the better team. You could see this, that. And yeah, flipping it amounted to Amarin getting sacked, innit? Yeah, cool. Yeah, Chelsea fans doing the same thing. And I don't know why. You did this before, didn't you learn? Didn't you learn your lesson with the 1-1 win? Now it's a 3-2 win. Nah, come on, man. Big up the ones that are sensible. I am seeing a lot of sensible guys that are saying, brother, fit players or no fit players, blah blah blah. Like, this is poor from Chelsea. There's a difference in quality. Big them up for noticing. For you, man, that don't notice and that are running around online saying they had their best team, they had their full 11 and they couldn't, and they only beat us by 1 goal margin. When we had all these man out, bro, that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything, yeah? Cause when you lot was losing to Aston Villa and I don't even know, like, bro, who did you lot lose to? When you lot was losing to them, man, what? You didn't have your players. You didn't have your players, no? You had your players. So walk on. I don't. Like my thing is like, basically what I'm trying to say is Chelsea have lost to worse teams with their full squad. Arsenal have beat better teams than Chelsea with a weaker first 11. So football isn't just linear like that. Because that person beat that person, that means we can beat that. No, it doesn't work like that, bro. It don't work like that. And it doesn't mean, oh, because this team beat Wolves, because Arsenal beat Wolves 2-1, that means when they play Aston Villa, they'll only be able to score one. It doesn't work like that because we beat Wolves by the skin of our teeth and then we wiped Villa. So make that make sense in whatever logic you're trying. Do you get what I'm saying? Hold the L, lick your wounds. It is what it is. There's a second leg. If you really believe what you're saying, right? Hopefully your players are back by the second leg and you can turn it around, innit? But I think it's a tall order. I personally think you ain't turning nothing around. I think we got one foot in the final. The other foot is, we got one foot and a couple toes in the final, man. Flipping. Anyway, that's all I've got to say on this. Once again, people, comment, like, subscribe. Like I said, 2 new shows slash podcasts, I guess if you want to call it. First one, Cannon on the Calf, Arsenal based. Any Arsenal fans that want to come on here, just talk whatever, talk your stuff. You don't even have to show your face. You can have you as a caller. You just put a little display picture in your alias and we can rock like that. If you want to show your face, have your camera on, you got the whole setup, yeah, that's all good. You can see me. I'm my thing's just, it's a bit ghetto right now, but you know what I mean, it's gonna come to soon enough. And also 4DS, for the streets, that's gonna be one for all the you know the man that love these street ballers, all these men that said, yeah man, streets won't forget my man or whatever, stuff like that. We're breaking down football, like current football as well, but yeah man, just having a bit more fun with it. So yeah, lock in people, comment, like, subscribe. Princeton Talks, that's on everything. YouTube, TikTok, Insta, Twitter. I'm everywhere. I'm arguing everywhere. Come find me. Let's argue. Let's debate. Let's talk. Yeah, man. I'm out.